Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice math Olympiad algebraic challenge, and here we have 3 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x equals to 35, and we will solve this problem for the values of x. So the very first thing we are going to do is, here first we multiply and divide by 2 on the exponent of these two pairs, and we write it as 3 to the power of x, and its exponent is 2 by 2 minus, similarly we do this step on 2 to the power of x, and we have 2 to the power of x and its whole power 2 by 2 equals to 35. And now in the next step we use the exponential law here, and we multiply this 1 over 2 power on the power of x, and we get 3 to the power of x over 2 and its whole square, minus here we get 2 to the power of x over 2 and its whole square equals to 35. And now in the next step we use here the nice square identity, and you know about this identity. If we have a square minus b square, it is equals to a minus b times of a plus b. So we use this identity on the above term, and we get its output in this form: 3 to the power of x over 2 minus 2 to the power of x over 2 and 3 to the power of x over 2 plus 2 to the power of x over 2 equals to 35. So that here we see that in the left hand side we have two factors, and in the right hand side we have only one factor. So now we make the two factors in the right hand side, so that here you remember one thing, which is that if you focus on these two factors and you see that this factor is must be less than this factor, if you make the relation between these two factors, then you see that our first factor is less than the second factor. So now we need possibilities of two numbers in which the first number is less than the second number and its product is 35. So now first we write the possibilities in which you get 35. So the first possibility is, if we write 1 times of 35, it is equals to 35, and the second possibility is that 35 times of 1 is 35, and third possibility is 5 times of 7 is 35, and the fourth possibility is 7 times of 5 is also 35. So we have these four possibilities, and now we check that which possibilities are satisfied the given conditions. So if you see that the first factor is less than the second factor, if you see here 1 is less than 35, so this possibility is accepted. And if you see here 35 is greater than 1, so it is not satisfied, so we rejected this. And in this case you have 5 is less than 7, so we accepted this, and 7 is greater than 5, so we rejected this. So we have these four possibilities, and now we move towards the solution by choosing these two possibilities. So now first we check at case 1. So in case 1, we suppose that our 35 equals to 1 times of 35. So when we compare both of the sides, then you see that we have 3 to the power of x over 2 minus 2 to the power of x over 2. Our first factor equals to 1, and now first I can write here the positive term. So in this term you have the right hand side will be 35, and in first factor we have 3 to the power of x over 2 minus 2 to the power of x over 2 equals to 1. So in first case we after comparing both of the sides, you get both of factors equals to this one. And now because here our target is to find the values of x, so that now first we just add these two equations, and when we add these two equations, then you see that this is the positive and negative term are cancelled by each other, and we add these two pairs and you get 2 times of 3 to the power of x over 2 equals to, here we have 35 plus 1 equals to 36. And now we simplify this equation and we move towards our final answer. So now we first divide this 2 on the right hand side, or we divide both of the sides by 2 in this way. So this 2 and 2 are gone, and we obtain 3 to the power of x over 2 equals to 18. This is 2 18s are 36. So now we solve this equation and we get the values of x, so that here we need to take the log on both of the sides, so that first we write this 18 as 9 times of 2, and we again write this 9 as 3 square and multiplied by 2. So in the left hand side we have 3 to the power of x over 2. So now we use the logarithm and we find the value of x. So here we take the log on both of the sides, and you see that we have log of 3 to the power of x over 2 equals to log of 3 square times of 2. And here we use the properties of log on both of the sides, and we move this x over 2 in the front of this log, and you get x over 2 times of log 3 equals to, here we multiply these two terms under the sign of log, so we separate the log and add these terms, and we write in this way log 3 square plus log 2. And now in the next step we just move this log 3 in the right hand side, and we have this 2, and we use the property of log and we move this 2 in the front of this log, and you get 2 times of log 3 plus log of 2, and this whole divided by this log 3. So here we need to take little bit simplification. So we first move this 2 in the right hand side, and it is multiply on both of the terms, and you get x equals to 4 times of log 3 and plus 2 times of log 2, and it is whole divided by log 3. So in the next step we move or separate these two terms, and we write it as in this way: x equals to 4 plus 2 times of log 2 over log 3. We separate this fraction and these are cancelled, and we write in this way. And now we use calculator or logarithmic table in order to find the values of log 2 and log 3. So you have the value of log 2 is 0.3010, and the value of log 3 will be 0.4771. And now you just easily simplify all these terms, and finally you get the answer, or the value of x will be 5.2618. So this is the our final answer of this question, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.